Check this out. You won't be disappointed. Here's the scoop.
I am up 30 units on baseball, and it's now late May. But now I'm going to quit betting on MLB for the rest of the year. Why? It's a simple reason. I have a strategy that works early in the season. Every season. I call it the Grail, and I'll tell you how it works. First, let me say, I put out those MLB picks every day on YouTube without fail. Maybe you saw some of the thumbnails like these. Or maybe you've even seen my current one for the WNBA. Maybe you even caught a video and watched all the way to the end and saw my goofy catchphrase.
Keep watching, keep winning.
But here's the deal. You can get the longer explanation with charts and everything on the video that looks like this. And there's the link to it. Or I can rush you through the short version, which goes like this. Before the season starts, I figure out who the best teams figure to be over the whole season, and I start betting on them in Game 1 right away. I bet them to win 1 unit on the first home game, the first away game, and the first game overall. Of course, that means Game 1 will be a 2-unit bet, since it will either be the first home or first away game as well, almost every time. If it wins, I'm up a unit. If it loses, I come back on the next 2 games for enough to win 1 unit if they both win and get to 2 and 1. This isn't just doubling up when you lose. Actually, let me do a jump cut to my baseball for this year, and I'll show you how it shook out. Okay, so here you see the chart that I keep track on. There they are overall. You got Toronto as one of the teams, New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, Detroit Tigers, and Seattle Mariners. This is only the American League. I have another page for the National League, but since I can only do 1 page on the talking thing while I do the recording, I can't switch pages, so I'm just going to do the American League. National League's pretty much the same deal. 4 of them won their first game of the year, won their opener, and then Seattle lost theirs, but then they came back and won the next day. Then they lost, so we didn't quite get it back at 2 and 1. But then, boom, got it back at 3 and 2. And you can see we just adjust the amounts, add up how much we lost, figure out how much it's going to take to get it back in 2 plays. Oh, you got to get back 1.4 units. You got to get back 1.97 units, and it's not hard. The annoying thing about baseball is they do play half a dozen or sometimes more games at home and then away. So the Seattle overall was also 5 games, but also went 3 and 2. It's a little bothersome playing double, but when the other 4 teams are just loading up and winning, that's great. The big thing in the American League was, of course, Toronto on the road. It took them until they got to 13 and 12. That was the only thing that kept us making videos for the last couple of weeks was Toronto, but they did finally get there. The National League, like I said, looked mostly the same. A lot of teams, Dodgers, I had the Dodgers, Phillies, Mets. I had those teams before they went on those big spins. I had the Braves and then the Cubs. And the Cubs struggled a little bit out of the gate. They kept getting back to 500 and then losing, and back to 500 losing, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5. But finally, they got to, I think, 10 and 9 at home, or 10 and 9 overall, or something like that, and 7 and 6 at home. Some kind of combination like that, and it was fine. Plus 1 unit. Everybody was plus 1. That's how it works. I'm doing the same thing with the WNBA. I got 4 teams there. Liberty was an easy 3 units. Atlanta turned out to be an easy 3 units. Vegas and Indy are still in progress. I think when I jump back to the other audio, it's going to tell you exactly what's going on there and then wrap it up. So that's pretty much the idea. WNBA has 10 teams in the green already and just needs a home win from the Fever and 2 home wins from the Aces to hit the perfect 12 for that season. My advice, if you kept watching this far, is to sub the channel. Watch for my release of soccer teams, and maybe the potential 1-unit CFL if you think that's a big deal. Sometime in July with the soccer, though. There's plenty of cha-ching to be made there. And of course, NHL and NBA will be big opportunities too right after that. And maybe a few units on the NFL if I'm bored in September. That's all I got for now. I'll be enjoying the days of mostly non-gambling until it goes weekends with soccer and then daily with NHL and NBA. but even that will probably wrap up before the NFL playoffs get going with another 20, 30 units per league per season. Like always, if banking units and some downtime sounds good to you, it's as simple as keep watching, keep winning.